Welcome to this week's episode of 5 Minutes with Coach Myrna. I'm Life Coach Myrna Young, and today I want to teach on the topic of what is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the new buzzword now because it has so many benefits that everyone is talking about it and everyone is recommending it. Mindfulness meditation is the new thing right now. And I want to tell you why it is something that you should be conscious of, because it definitely helps improve a lot of areas in your life. So let's get into what exactly is mindfulness, right? Mindfulness is the art of being present. It's not as easy as it seems as to become mindful, because as humans, we are controlled by automatic programming for over 95% of the time. So remembering to stay in the space of mindfulness is also saying that you need to become more conscious. You see, our minds are really good at shuffling between the past, present, and the future. And it's driven by our fears and desires, memories, and imagination. So our minds habitually go from reflecting on the past one moment to worrying about the future the next moment, with very little time spent in the present moment. You know, Eckhart Tolle wrote this book that I read, and it's, called The New Earth. And in that book, he talked about being present, and being present is one of the most beautiful things that you can give to yourself and to give to your body and, of course, your mind. So being present is something that we don't normally go to, right? So the behavior is so habitual that we don't even realize that we're not present. We're so accustomed to thinking about something, not what's going on right now, right? We never think about it. All right. So mindfulness is the practice of training our minds to be present moment by moment. When we're mindful, we're conscious of what's happening around us, our environment, our emotions, our reactions, etc. Right? When we are fully present or practice mindfulness, we listen rather than hear. We perceive rather than just see. And mindfulness affects everything we do and impacts every interaction we have with others. So how do we do mindfulness? There's a mindfulness meditation that I do that it's really interesting. And the first time I did it, I was hooked on it. The meditation is, you're sitting in a chair, right? When you're doing your meditation, and you are feeling how your body makes a dent into the chair. You're feeling the temperature of the room. You're feeling, if there's a fan blowing or something and there's breeze on your face, right? You're feeling the blood pulsing through your veins. We never, ever go to any of those places unless we are conscious about it. But think about it. We never do that. So that's one of the ways that we can do mindfulness is just be aware of things. You're walking in the park, be aware of the breeze that's blowing on your body, on your face, the sun that's shining on your face. Just be aware. So some other mindful actions is connecting the body with the mind. And yoga is one of the ways we connect our bodies through movement to release stored stress and trauma. Mindful breathing is one of the ways of regulating our breathing to shift the way we feel so we can better regulate our emotions. And a lot of meditation, 99% of meditations for novices like you and me or mindful breathing, where you concentrate on the breath going in and out of your nostrils, or into your stomach, or you follow the pathway. So mindful breathing is one of the ways. Then we have mindful centering, and that is being aware of what you're thinking about, which we never do, right? Becoming conscious of your thoughts and using the breath to keep your focus on the present moment. This allows you to center back to the present and breathe when the mind moves into the future, right? So again, I mentioned mindfulness meditation a few seconds ago, but let's go into where it originated and what is mindfulness meditation and where it started. Mindfulness meditation is an ancient Buddhist tradition that focuses on clearing your mind and also becoming still, right? You can think of mindfulness meditation as training your mind in the same way that exercise trains your physical bodies. Just like how there are different workouts as you engage to get your body fit, there's different types of meditation that you can use to sharpen your mind. And one of these, just one of them, is mindfulness meditation. And of course, then there's the breath meditation, and there's tons of other meditation. But today we're talking about mindfulness, so we're going to talk about the mindfulness meditation. So like the name suggests, mindfulness meditation involves becoming more mindful of the breath and the sensations in your body as you focus on your breathing. And when thoughts come into the forefront of your mind, you let them float away like colored balloons being taken away by the wind. You do not analyze the thoughts or get behind them or let them take you back into the past or the future. You simply allow them to come and go without judgment and trying to figure out what they mean, right? Because thoughts are going to come and go. I just started listening to this book, and he's talking about as a novice meditator, you're going to have thoughts. You're going to be distracted. You're not going to be able to concentrate on your breathing until you practice and practice and practice. And sooner or later, you're not going to have the monkey mind. But in the beginning, thoughts are going to come. So you don't fight it. You just let them go. Even that's also a skill too, because lots of times we get taken away by our thoughts. You're thinking about what happened yesterday, or you're thinking about an old boyfriend that happened 10 years ago. It just likes to pop into your mind. All right. So your goal, though, is to become mindful of the present moment and see how your body responds to these thoughts. So that's the thing, right? When you become mindful, a lot of times these are things that are coming through when you get depressed. What is depression? Depression is you thinking of thoughts, and then you're having the reaction, the energy in your body changes. So when you become conscious of what you're thinking, and then you see how that thinking resonates in your body, then, when it comes to things like stress and anxiety, then you are going to become less reactive, because, clarity is also the first step to fixing anything or changing anything. All right. So what are the benefits of mindfulness and mindfulness meditation, right? Mindfulness meditation may once have seemed like an esoteric practice that only monks and highly spiritual people did. But like I mentioned in the beginning, it has now become mainstream. Everybody now knows of the measurable benefits of meditation. Numerous clinical studies that are, conducted by scientists into the real benefits of meditation. And as it turns out, meditation is really great for both your mind and your body. So when it comes to the science behind meditation, different studies have investigated its relationship to a variety of different health conditions. While research remains ongoing, So far, it's demonstrated evidence that meditation may promote an array of positive health effects, including a natural reduction in pain levels, lower blood pressure in people who are at risk for developing high blood pressure, help with psychological distress, just mentioned that, anxiety, depression, anger, hostility, and your coping ability, potentially diminishing the severity of irritable bowel syndrome after at least 8 weeks of practice. Improved sleep for people with insomnia, enhanced self-esteem, possible reduction of widespread body inflammation, better immune system functioning. So these are a few of the benefits of meditation, including mindfulness meditation. So a lot of people meditate for different reasons. Some do it as a religious practice, others for self-development, a better sense of clarity, or just being still and hearing God, right? Which is one of the profound benefits. You're listening for guidance, you're listening to God, you're listening to answers to your problems. And the only way you can do that is to sit still and clear your mind if it's possible, right? Many hope to feel more balanced and relaxed by lowering their stress levels. Whatever your reason, start by trying a few techniques to see which works best for you. Remember to give it time and have patience. Many who start mindfulness meditation give it up because they can't quiet their minds. But like I said earlier, a technique is to let your thoughts come and go and don't fight them, because the more you resist, the quicker they bounce back. And with practice, you will be meditating like the Buddhist monks in no time. You just got to give it time. Practice. You got to crawl before you walk. You got to walk before you run. So start your mindfulness practice. By paying attention to just your environment, the sensations in your body, and you can start there and go on. I mean, you know, I was listening to this book I told you I just started with about meditation. He's saying to do 1 to 2 hours a day. You don't need to start there. People are saying you can do it as little as 5 minutes, right? 5 minutes to sit still. And then when you're at a traffic light or wherever you are, just remember to concentrate on being present, right? So thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of 5 Minutes with Coach Myrna. I hope that you were mindful of what I was talking about today and were able to concentrate and be in the present moment, because that is the present moment is a present. So I hope that you guys were inspired. I want to invite you guys to join my Facebook group called Life Coach. There we have dozens, if not hundreds, of life coaches giving you daily inspiration. I'd love for you to be part of it so that you can get the tips and strategies to live your best life now. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, namaste.